Off day, everybody. Jason Salas here, your 671 sports nerd, talking hoops with two friends of mine and two guys who have a love for Guam in their heart, and they are definitely taking that onto the hard court as Guam has another FIBA match ahead of us. We have Mark Johnson and Ben Borja from Team Guam Basketball. Off day, guys. What's up?
How you doing, Jason?
All right.
Always a pleasure to be here.
always a pleasure to talk to guys who really embrace the game, teaching the game to a young generation and playing the right way. And I know how much representing our island means to the both of you. Mm-hmm. Okay, Ben, tell me about preparing for like another game, because I mean this is FIBA, man. This is top level.
It's top level. Well, we train almost every day. We do have our mandatory practices, but we also train on our own time too. So we want to be at our best shape as the best shape as possible as we possibly can, in order to match up against these top guns of Asia. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, what else can we say? We have to prepare the most we can.
All right. And Mark, you always have always told me, with your work with the lead and with the Guam Sports Academy is, it's learning structure and learning a system. And obviously, as Ben was saying, you got your body right and everything, mm-hmm. but there's also the mental side too.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So as far as the mental side, we try to put ourselves in the best position to compete. Like Ben's saying, we've been going about almost every day. Working on the physical side, but working on the mental side, preparation as far as, how we're going to prepare for the games, what to expect from Japan and China, and just trying to mentally prepare ourselves for what's ahead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now Ben, this is interesting because the game in general played like globally, right?
Yeah.
It's positionless basketball right now. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, mm-hmm. You're 6'10", right?
6'7".
6'7". Yeah, give or take. Well, when you wear high tops, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so and your role because you guys are all household names for Guam sports fans right now. When you played in the previous FIBA game, your 3-point range was
mm-hmm.
a legitimate threat to like other teams and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about like how basically the entire team like has this full range of skills and you guys all stretch the court out.
Yeah. So we have to. For me myself personally, I was always a back to the basket player, but then in order to make myself more of a threat, I added a 3-point shot into my game. So that can space out the floor, and that can be either a driving kick to me, or I do a driving kick and hit either Mark on the wing, or Joe, or Ernest, Jericho. So it just further enhances the floor to space it out, which makes the game a lot easier for us to play.
Mm-hmm. And when someone with your length is
mm-hmm.
25 feet off the basket and you're rising up and everything, that's insanely hard to defend.
Yeah, definitely is. Mm-hmm. So, it makes my job a lot easier. Mm-hmm.
How was it as a big man to like actually develop like a 3-point game? Because like 25 years ago and everything, at all levels of basketball, that was unheard of.
Yeah, it was definitely tough because a lot of coaches back in the day when I was growing up, they're like, "Oh, play down low, play in the post." I was not allowed to touch the ball at the 3-point line. But outside of practice, I'm shooting threes. Mm-hmm. So, come to this day and age, work paid off.
Yep, and it's actually expected of anybody right now.
Exactly.
And the one thing, Mark, that has not changed in the game of basketball, and you always preach this to youngsters when you're helping out, is defense. Mm-hmm. Tell me about the structure of our team and how you guys are like really locking down.
That's our bread and butter. So we build a lot of our momentum off our defense, and we obviously hope it translates to our offense and transition, moving the ball ahead. But we do go over defense quite a bit, and it's something that we try to pride ourselves on. So. Mm-hmm.
Is there a characteristic of this year's team that you guys are bringing out, and even when we welcome like the Japan team to Guam, mm-hmm. That you guys really want to capitalize on as far as is it defense, is it speed, is it aggression, is it 3-point shooting?
I think one of the unique characteristics is we have guys coming from all over. So we have some local guys on our team. We have a few guys playing pro right now. And we have some guys in the States that are playing college ball. So we have a big variety of skills. I think our biggest challenge is going to be putting everything together in the short amount of time. I think that's always been the challenge, but the talent's there. Now it's just getting everybody on the same page and doing what we have to do.
And getting court time together too.
Getting court time together, going through plays together, making sure we're all on the same page. But as far as skill level, I think we have more than enough skill to do what we need to do.
Absolutely. And Ben, you've always told me every time I've interviewed you that, like in any athlete in any sport, your reps is the most important thing. And, you're coming off of, a gold medal in the Pacific Games, a silver in 3-on-3, silver medal in 5-on-5, and then you went into the micro games, and then, you got FIBA experience.
Yeah.
How is that cohesion and having like so much experience, with the rest of the boys, how has that really like affected the strength of our team?
Like Mark said, guys have come all over the world, so there's so many experiences that we're all drawing in together. And with my experience and adding onto the team, I'm just going to try to do the best I can in order to impact the game, whether it be on the defensive side or hitting maybe 1-3 and grabbing a rebound. It's the little things that matter for me.
Inside, outside.
Inside, yeah, exactly, inside, outside. But I think, like Mark said, it's the mental side. Mental side.
Okay, then Mark, who you said you've got some players like they're playing stateside right now. Some guys are still in college. Who's coming out, and are there any new players that are from like the junior program and everything? Did anybody get called up?
We got a couple guys that are called up. Jamar White and Matt Fergerger is being called up for these upcoming games we have. So it'll be good to see how they step up and how they gel into our current team. Not a lot of changes though. We have a team that's been consistently going through these Asia Cup windows and have been playing really well together. So hopefully the addition of these two players are going to help elevate our game some more.
And then how excited are you both to like get, this opportunity, but to get a crack at like some of the best players like in Asia? I mean, these are guys like on the Olympic level, guys that could, that are pros in their own regional regional leagues and everything like that, and you guys are going to square off against them. When you guys tip off, you guys are shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
What does that mean for your game?
Man, it's a huge opportunity for us to see where we stand, obviously against some of the arguably best teams in Asia. So we have China first in China, and then a couple of days later we're back home, back on Guam, playing against Japan. So two top dogs in the Asia region. So it'll be really interesting to see how we can do against the best, and we feel like we've been preparing and doing what we need to do to put ourselves in a good position to compete.
All right.
So.
Okay, and then Ben, like again, so many people like watch the live streams, and we're all like super hyped like when you guys are getting there. For the cameras that actually go into your huddle, they see how much intensity you guys bring and how you guys are pumping each other up. You guys are challenging each other, right? Holding each other accountable. But only so much comes across like in the live stream, right? Like take me inside like the huddle, and when you guys are really in that moment, whether it's the beginning of the game, you guys find yourself down, or whether you're trying to like maintain a lead, how insane and how intense is that knowing you guys are all on the same page?
Well, there is a lot of pressure because we do have pro players that we do look up to. But at the same time, there's also an expectation that we have to play up to. It's definitely tough. It's definitely tough inside those huddles, and also just a pressure of coming home, and it will help us a lot coming home, but playing against big dogs like China and Japan.
When I see some of the speeches that like Ty Wesley was giving, Joe Blas was giving, I mean, you guys are making like the hair on my arm was standing and everything. I was like, man, these guys are getting me excited.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, final question then. Final two questions, right? First, I'd like for you guys to give the flowers to the coaching staff. You guys have a really experienced coaching staff. These guys genuinely care, and they want to pass their tradition of excellence in Guam basketball to you. What have they meant to both of you for your game?
They meant a lot. They've obviously given us a lot of opportunity to grow the game here, work on our games, and give back to the community. It's been really good playing under the coaches we've had. They've sacrificed a lot, and they've been there as far as practices and games and preparation. So it's been good having the coaches we've had around us.
All right. There's a reason why Chris Fernandez his jersey's retired over at FD and everything.
Yeah,
he knows a lot.
No, Chris
How about you, Ben?
No, I appreciate the coaching staff a lot. They've done a lot for the Guam basketball program, and also just out of Guam. I don't think Guam basketball will be where it's at now if it wasn't for them.
All right.
And also just my game. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd be where I am now.
All right. Okay. Now, final question, right?
Wow.
At my age, right? I just turned 50. So for me, I stopped playing. And I didn't. I'd rather shoot you guys in video than even think about going head to head with you guys, right? But when it comes to food, basketball players can eat. You guys are burning a lot of calories and everything.
Oh, yeah.
What does Team Guam really like to get down with when it comes to like grub?
Ooh, do you have an answer for that one?
It's tough.
You guys gotta watch weight too.
We do have to
Yeah,
watch
we
weight.
do. Obviously, we try to eat as healthy as we can. We all have different diets, so I wouldn't say there's one thing that we all like. It's tough, the island guys. We're here, so we like to enjoy some of the local food, but but we definitely we keep track of what we need to do as far as nutrients and protein and getting everything we need in. So
There you go. Well, maybe after the game you can do a couple empanadas, maybe once.
after the game, yeah, we can definitely enjoy a little bit. So
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Mark Johnson and Ben Borja representing Guam well, loving the game, playing the game the right way, and absolutely, taking us to the next level.
yeah, one more thing. We have our home game against Japan November 24th. So tickets are available on guamtime.net. They may get sold out, so try to get your tickets early.
All right. And if you want to experience just how hype Guam gets and everything, come out and see them in person. So, Ben, final word is yours.
Well, everyone coming out. Come out. Go on basketball. Here we go.
All right.